What if I told you Harlowe's new class mod, the Plasmaphile, is really good? Well, it is actually. Surprisingly, this actually is the biggest buff Harlowe has got to her blue skill tree ever, because it's actually possible with this class mod to get ourselves the Ultimate Vault Hunter 6 Platinum time. It is a little bit shy of Ultimate Vault Hunter 7, just Thole has an insane amount of health, but as you can see right here, it is possible, and I'll be posting a build on how to do this, but the big thing is the interactions with slamming and Groundbreaker. Cold Plunge, this here, whenever we slam, we create a singularity, but a cryo explosion, which coincidentally is also the way that we activate Groundbreaker, giving us some pretty insane damage. And you can see what this does, the subjugator here in the very first phase, a single activation, and you get your activations back really quickly. This is because the class mod is giving us bonus radiation damage on our attacks here, and you can see that there. It only takes a few seconds to clear the first phase. And then going against Big Man Thole here, basically what you're going to be trying to do is get your grenades off, use your action skill a few times, go in for a Groundbreaker, and finish him off. If you went for a slam, it's even quicker. It literally just takes him out so fast. In a nutshell, what this is doing is, it's great for mobbing, but it's dealing bonus cryo damage to enemies whenever we're using it against regular mobs, but it deals bonus radiation area damage to enemies that are immune to stasis, which is Subjugator and Thole. This damage is increased by the action skill cooldown rate, and it gives you a lot of action skill cooldown rate. And you know what else gives you a lot of action skill cooldown rate? The blue skill tree. So this is actually somewhat of a synergy here, and it works together alongside the 2 coolant for Schoolant. And the blue skill tree, despite not being very highly used, actually has some fun skills. Now, the Phlebotomist, the newest class mod from the last DLC, gave 5 points in Unstable Isotope, which is amazing because as a kill skill, it gives us bonus cryo damage from all sources, 35% bonus damage. She also gets Life Steal and Overshield Steal. What this means is that you can use things like the Watch for Dinner with an amp and actually do respectable damage. And on top of all this, Triple Point. It's an amazing capstone skill here. This will give you bonus cryo damage on non-cryo damage to entangled enemies, which is pretty much going to be everyone, because if you use the Strange Attractor here, if Harlowe critically hits an enemy, that enemy will become entangled. So you're going to be entangling a lot of enemies and getting a ton of bonus cryo damage. And then if you use cryo damage, it's 30% bonus cryo damage on top of the 35% you get here with Life Steal. Now, to really get this poppin', you got to use the green skill tree for that increased critical hit damage, and most importantly, Confirmative Reality. There is the Convergence shotgun in this game that if you use it, every pellet is going to give you your action skill cooldown back, which basically is going to scale up and let you use this action skill infinitely. Now, this is even better with critical funding because the Convergence hits multiple times, which gives you multiple bullets back. So we don't have to worry about reloading at all. And then even furthermore to that, our bonus critical hits will give us bonus radiation damage if we go all the way down here, which actually makes this quite a respectable class mod. This is further boosted by taking the firmware Skillcraft, which we're activating the skill every couple seconds, so you can scale this up infinitely to that 50% extra. And all you need for this is 2 weapons, the Convergence with Cryo or a flame one here because the red health bars. You can, for general mobbing, use the Stray. You won't even have to really do anything. You can just use your action skill and hit the Stray off. And the Flash Cyclone is an amazing weapon as well. And it all comes together with the AF 1000 here, which gives you increased action skill cooldown rate, again, which fuels this. So to give you a live example of what this looks like, the damage from it is quite insane, as you can see there. I would love to get Groundbreaker off, but it's not always the easiest thing to be able to pull off. But since we have so many Jacob's ricochets, you saw it there, a couple seconds. This is an Ultimate Vault Hunter 6. It can do Ultimate Vault Hunter 7. It's just Thole has so much health in that phase that it just becomes like unbearable to deal with. And then once we get into here, basically what we're doing is trying to get the damage and try to pull it one more time. And Groundbreaker, oh, I missed him. Groundbreaker will do a crazy amount of damage. There we go. He's getting healed, of course. But yeah, it is insane how much damage you can output with this. And I'll go in for the Groundbreaker again and hit him. Yeah, there we go. Finished him off. You can almost, like, if you pull off 3 of those in the Groundbreaker, he typically will go down almost immediately. Swap to our Fire Convergence, and then you just deal with him. The only real hiccup that can happen is that whenever Thole gives him the invincibility, I hope for the takedowns and for future raid bosses they don't have that mechanic, because this is going to scale really well into the new level cap increase in the fall, so I'm really excited to see that. But yeah, the flow to this is just spamming your action skill nonstop, and then wherever you can go in for the melee attack there. I was not able to obviously hit Subjugator because he's up in the sky, but you see it here. The damage from this is absurdly high and actually makes the blue skill tree worth using. So yeah, basically you want to get all your cooldowns running at the same time. You're going to throw off your grenades there, trying to get as much stored damage as possible, and then go in for the big slam, and you see there, it actually chunks his health bar away pretty good. You also have a ton of sustain from all this lifesteal. Like, we are using a fire-based weapon, but we have lifesteal on this, so it could actually do some pretty crazy stuff. all you gotta do is spam your action skill, getting close for Groundbreaker, and call it a day. You get crazy damage from this thing, and it gives you the platinum time, no problem. And just like that, raid boss complete. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. This is actually really fun. I was playing around with this for a while to the point I got blisters on my hand from it, but let me know your thoughts in the comments, hit the subscribe button, and we'll catch you in the next one.